Let me first begin with a correction in one of my previous videos. So I made a video on spheres and planes, and so that's a video of roughly 30 minutes. And in the time lapse between 17.30 minutes, 17 and a half minutes to 18 minutes, I'm writing an expression for rho square. And I've written u square plus v square plus w square plus d and something else. I had intended to write the radius of the sphere, and there's a sign mistake over here. So instead of a plus sign, this should actually be negative. So this should be negative. That is the correction. Okay. In this video, I'm discussing family of spheres, and s equal to 0, where s is the expression x square plus y square plus z square plus 2ux plus 2vy plus 2wz plus d. I think by now you might have got used to this particular expression. And u, which is a function of x, y, z, stands for alpha x plus beta y plus gamma z plus delta. So if I write s equal to u, I'm looking at a certain sphere with center minus u minus v minus w, and the radius u square plus v square plus w square minus d. Okay. U equal to 0 will be the plane with direction ratios of the normal as alpha, beta and gamma. So in the previous video we have seen that if you look at the simultaneous solution of these two equations, what you get is a circle. So the intersection of a sphere and a plane is a circle. That's another way of putting this. All right. So what I wish to do is look at this particular equation. S is 0, U is 0, so I can write down an expression like this, which will turn out to be 0. Lambda is a parameter. It takes many values, infinitely many values. So what is one looking at? One is looking at a family of equations of this kind. So after the substitution, this is what one gets. Okay. And the claim is that you have a family of spheres. So this equation actually represents a family of spheres. Let us just write down the center and the radius of that sphere. So if you compare this with the expression over here, then the center will be given by negative half of this. That means minus u minus lambda alpha by 2 comma minus v minus lambda beta by 2 minus w minus like this minus w minus lambda gamma by 2. So that will be the center of the sphere. And what about the radius? Radius squared. So let me write down the radius squared. The radius square will be equal to u square plus v square plus w square u square plus v square plus w square minus the term corresponding to this. So after squaring, what I get is u square plus v square plus w square plus lambda square by 4 alpha square plus beta square plus gamma square plus lambda times alpha u plus beta v plus gamma w and minus of this quantity minus d and minus delta, all this raised to, okay, so I'm looking at the square, so this is what I get. All right. So S plus lambda u equal to 0 will represent a sphere with this as the center and this as the radius. Is everything okay with this? Now, the radius squared, so the right hand side will be a well-defined thing only if it is greater than or equal to 0. So S plus lambda u equal to 0 is not going to represent a sphere all the while. It will represent a sphere only under certain conditions on lambda. Let us just check that. Okay. S plus lambda u equal to 0 is a sphere if radius squared, let me call it as r, so radius capital R, if r square is greater than or equal to 0. That is, all right, so if you look at this expression, this is, you can take lambda to be the variable and rest of the, so the coefficients are basically constants. Okay, so what you're looking at is an expression of a parabola. Okay, so, the coefficient of lambda square is a non-negative number. Therefore, the parabola will be opening out upwards, and the shape of the parabola will be this. So you have lambda values along the x-axis, and these are the values. Okay, f of lambda, let me say. Okay. Okay. Can you get these points? If you equate this thing to 0, you will get those points. And for the values which are below the lambda axis, okay, so for the range of values of lambda from here to here, f lambda is going to be negative, and you won't get such a value of lambda will not give you a sphere. All right, so you have to avoid these values of lambda in order to get a sphere. Let us see this through an example. Okay, so let's look at an illustration.